Hey everyone, this is Mai with Rubato Music Therapy, and today I wanted to touch on a topic that's been pretty prevalent in our lives today, and that is the issue of racial inequity. And I want to speak of it in relation to the music therapy field. In the music therapy field, POCs make up less than 10% of the entire workforce population. I started taking music lessons at a really young age, and I was super fortunate in that my parents had both the resources and the time to support me in my endeavors. If I didn't have those resources and that kind of support, I would never be where I am right now. At least in my music therapy class, there wasn't a single person who didn't have some sort of classical music training. And I think that says a lot about how music therapy can be inaccessible, even for people who are really talented and really passionate about what they're doing. For the most part, the music that we use and the music that I've learned to use is typically Western music. And I had about one day in my program where we explored different tonalities and different cultures' music. But in order for us to really be culturally competent, shouldn't we be spending more time not just knowing that these tonalities exist, but exploring them and knowing how to utilize them in sessions? If we truly want to use music in a therapeutic way, then we need to be more proficient and more open and more knowledgeable about music from all cultures, not just the culture that we went to school in or the culture that we've grown up in. I want to bring up GIM, which is guided imagery in music, and this is a music therapy method, technique that's been a big part of music therapy for a while now. And GIM has so many amazing benefits, but one thing that I noticed that GIM only uses classical music. I think that an issue there is that classical music is, again, highly inaccessible to a lot of people. And what if we tried to utilize more music from other cultures in GIM? Would we be able to reach more people? Would more people find it beneficial to them? We know that racial inequity is an issue. So what can we, as music therapists, do now? I think the first thing that we need to do is really start to look inward, acknowledging the privileges that I have and the biases that I have. For example, I've been working on the railroad for years and years. I thought it was a fun song for little kids or for seniors, but if you really explore the history of that music, then you'll start to understand why that may not be the best choice. Right now, I would say that a proficient music therapist can play certain genres of music really well, and other genres of music they're aware of, but maybe not their thing. We need to say, as a music therapist, I have an obligation to my clients to know and be aware and be confident in utilizing different tonalities, different cultures' music, different cultures' instruments. And when we do start to utilize other cultures' music, we need to do it in a way that's culturally engaging, is affirming, is respectful, and knowledgeable about the music that we're choosing and using. We also need to redefine what it means to be a culturally competent music therapist. And cultural competency really starts with that inner work. As music therapists, we have an obligation to work hard to be as self-aware as we can about our own views on our own cultures, our biases, our privilege. Because without that self-awareness, how can we ask our clients to do the same? It seems to me that we have a lot of work to do as music therapists and within our own profession, but I believe in us. I know that we can do this. If you have any questions or want to discuss some of the topics that I've spoken about further in depth, feel free to reach out or leave a comment. Thanks for watching my video, and hope to see you next time.